Hello. Welcome to Monday with the viewers panel thing. As you can see, we are missing a few people today. Unfortunately, the two Garys won't be joining us. Mr. Evans is snowed under with work. And, 2 seconds.
Mr. Morris has a family emergency. Yeah. Just got a notification we got live.
Yeah. Sorry, Kay just came in and asked me a question because apparently she doesn't know how to switch the ignition on to check the mileage on the car. Yeah, so as I was saying, Mr. Evans is busy with work. And unfortunately, Chair Force 1 is visiting his grandson in hospital, little Jakey, 14 years old. Unfortunately, fell down the stairs yesterday and broke his neck for a second time.
Yeah.
When I say that, I mean, it's not the second time he's fell downstairs, it's the second time he's broke his neck, just to be clear. That would be a little bit suspicious.
Yeah.
Bless him.
Yeah. I don't think he'd fully healed from the first one, did he? Has he?
No. Yeah. Bless him. Gary sent me and John a picture of Jakey in his hospital bed with his head all strapped down. Bless him. Yeah. I mean, hopefully John should be joining us shortly. So.
Yeah. Models for Heroes Live should be finishing soon.
Yeah. Unfortunately, until you're stuck with us too. And you'll be stuck with us too tomorrow as well because Steph's off.
Yeah, it's just us.
Yeah. Are you lucky? So what have you been up to, Tiff? What have you been working
on? I've got me. Hang on. Let me just get rid of my face. Me. Ellie. Oh, what's happening here? That needs to be moved up a bit. Okay, it's not going to work. Yeah, me chopper.
Ooh.
So it's all stuck together now. Yeah, been playing with my chopper.
Ooh. It's a very it looks like something's come out of a chopper.
Yeah, so hopefully I'm going to get that painted in the right colour today.
White.
No.
It could be a nuclear helicopter.
XF-51.
Ah, cool. Well, I've been working on all the usual stuff. You've all seen it, so I'm not going to bother showing you. What I am going to do is go through the chat whilst we wait for John. Ian Ellison says, hello, yoink. He gets the trophy. Junior says, second comment, morning, Ian. Speak of the devil and he shall appear. Hello, John.
Hello.
You all right, buddy?
Yeah, sorry I'm late. Doing the other stream for Models for Heroes.
It's fine. You're a busy man. You're a popular man.
Popular.
Just put it that. Oh no, I'll put it that side. Put it that side. No, it's not gonna work. Okay. Sonic says, "Oi, Savaloy." Julian, morning, Sonic. Sonic, hey, Julian. Tiffany, Darren was first to get it yesterday as soon as it was posted. Yes, he did very well.
Yes. Bugger got there before me.
Yes. Tiffany, morning, all. I still love the fact that you lot have a bloody competition over who can comment. Julian, how's it looking north of the border today? Grey here, but at least it's dry. So far, temperature feels like 3-4 degrees. I thought it said grey hair. Julian says, John, stop bouncing your arm there, please. Very dodgy after the conversation we've just had.
Oh, I missed that conversation. I was too busy masturbating. Apparently.
Tiff was showing us her chopper that looked rather like something that came out of a chopper.
Oh, okay.
Tiff will probably explain. I'll show you in a minute. June says, morning, Tiff.
Morning.
June says, nosy mode. I looked at the medal ribbon on the avatar. Mikey It's a Iraq medal, obviously for service between 20th of January 2003, 22nd of May 2011. I'm guessing the outer stripes, it's to represent sand and desert. Yes, they are. It's a sand, and then in the middle is the Iraqi flag.
I should have explained that on my live before as well.
Probably. I don't know. Maybe. I've done a lot of live streams since then. Dieter says, 12th comment, you guys make me work the numbers way too much. Dieter, hello, Mr. H. Dieter has done something rather wonderful for me this weekend.
Oh.
He was in a model shop and spotted the Airfix 172 Vulcan for 46. He because of the job he does, he got 30% off. So he managed to get it for 46 quid. So he has got it me so that I can, obviously I'll send him the money for it. And he can send it me over here.
That's awesome. It was really nice of him.
Which is so cool, and it's going to be huge.
It's a wonderful build, actually. It's tricky because it's large, but I really enjoyed building mine. It was a good experience.
Yeah.
Are you going to have room for it?
I'm going to hang it.
Well, no, I don't either.
I'm going to hang it on my wall. Have it flat against the wall.
Yeah.
Just put some guitar hooks underneath it.
I need to get some
hooks.
You can get guitar hooks, can't you, for the neck?
Yeah.
So you can just rest it on that. Dieter, I think you are correct when double checking on Wikipedia. Service medal when serving before or after the period mentioned or less than the required days to earn the clasp. The clasp is not so much required days, it's more if you do 2 tours. So if you do 2 qualifying tours, then you get clasp for each second, every tour after the first one. And the rosette ribbon, or the rosette on the ribbon, is for if you served during the initial invasion.
Much like our Federation star that I was explaining the other day. Yeah.
Dieter says, temperature here flirting with freezing, but for my part of our big country, rather dry and sunny. Excellent. Ian says, oi oi Sonic. Ian, morning Tiff. And morning Hagrid. Tammy's in. Good morning from across the pond. Hope everyone is doing well today. We appreciate you all. Oh, hello, Tammy.
Oh, we appreciate you too.
Yes.
We'll do.
I was watching you on a live stream the other day, yesterday. You seem a lovely person. I didn't comment on the live stream because I was busy doing other things, but I was listening. It says, I assume I'm the second mouse then, Tiff. I saw a conversation last night, but early this morning those comments were gone. See, it's YouTube playing tricks on us. Ian says, morning, Sammy. Can't get my words out. Yeah, I can't get my words out. For some reason, it couldn't get my brain to say the words. Tiffany says, yeah, they disappeared after a certain time.
Yep.
Sonic, I'm back, all sorted with 20 minutes to spare. Wonderful. Nice to see you conscious before midday.
You went to bed at around 10, 11 o'clock last night.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sonic says, hey, Tiff. Tiff says, hey, Sonic. Duke, oh my God, I didn't think it was that late. I can't even count how many comments I'm behind. I'll have to try much harder.
You're letting the team down, Duke.
How rude. Duke says, good day, all you beautiful people. By the way, emoji smile. Sonic, at least you made it for the start of the stream, Duke.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah.
Timmy says, morning all.
Oi.
Dieter says, Duke, yours is number 27. Yes, I'm that bored. And so it says, Timmy. Jim, good day to all the usual suspects. Hello, Jim. Sonic, hey, Jimbo. Jim, currently minus 13 degrees C in Chicago. Wow. That is cold.
Mm.
Deed says, Mr. Altegott. Yes.
Mr.
Say it with the
Altegott.
voice of Agent Smith. Mr. Altegott. Jim, good afternoon, Sonic. Ian, Duke, good day, mate. Ian, good day, Timothy. Ian, good morning, Jim. Matthew, afternoon, folks. Good afternoon, Matthew.
Hi.
Dieter, hope the Gary Squared will be okay. Yeah, I'm sure they will be. Like I say, Gary sent us a picture of Jakey looking all poorly, well, in pain. Bless him. Yeah, I don't know whether he's lucky or unlucky because most people who break their neck once don't survive. He's broke his twice, but on the other hand, he's broke his neck.
Yeah.
That's not lucky.
No. It's unfortunate, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, yeah, all the best to Jakey and the rest of the Morris family.
Especially his mum. She must be bloody worried as now.
Oh, yeah. It'd be worrying, wouldn't it?
Bless him. Sonic says, snowed under at work. Literally, Mikey. Probably. Although it is London, so I doubt it. Jim says, the second time, wow, the young man has a charmed life. Well, this is what I mean. I can't decide whether he's lucky or unlucky with it.
A bit of both.
Yeah. Rich is in. He says, good afternoon, guys. Hello, Rich. Ian, oh no, poor Jakey. Oh, Jakey, poor lad. Yes.
Yeah.
TBG, hi everyone. Hello, TBG.
TBG?
TBG. Scott says, hello.
TB.
Scott. Jim says, good afternoon to our two gracious hosts. Yeah, sod you, John, for being late.
Yeah, there's that. I'll deal with you later, Jim. I've got a question to ask, and it might embarrass your entire country. We'll see.
Sonic says, not white, Mikey, pink. If yours is pink, mate, you need to go to see the doctor. Jim says, hello to you, Julian. Julian, sigh. Children, behave yourselves. It's a motorbike. Laugh out loud. Jim, hey there, Ian. Dieter, hey, Mr. Marley, you honest sod.
I shouldn't admit to masturbating, should I? But if I didn't, I'd be a wanker.
Ian says, afternoon, Matthew. Afternoon exploring. This is why I have the 30-second intro. You can't be talking about that stuff on here.
I'm not doing it. It's fine.
No, but discussing it can get you in trouble as well.
Oh, okay.
Rich says, afternoon, Ian. Julian says, hi, Tammy, Duke, Tim, Jim, Matthew, TVG, Scott, exploring. You could just say hello, everyone. Rich says, afternoon, Julian. Ian says, afternoon, TBG, good evening, Marley. Rich says, we'll be listening going back to finish the rest of the washing up. Okay.
He may not be back after what I just said, but we'll see.
Ian says, although saying that, once you mentioned it, our viewers did go up. Which is slightly disturbing as to why people are watching this. Ian says, should we just put John on big screen and make everyone happy?
No! You won't make me happy.
Oh, yeah, but we don't care about that. It's the audience we care about.
Anyway.
He says, good day, Scott. Jim, now 3 gracious hosts. Yes.
Yeah.
Duke, John, ego is not a dirty word. That's what Mikey's using to put his planes up.
So that's an Australian reference right there. I think everyone else missed it. Well done, Duke.
Yeah. Okay.
I mentioned Skyhooks before. They sang a song called Ego.
Oh, okay.
It's not a dirty word.
Julian, the Iraq medal, Wikipedia said there was also a class for specific dates. Yes. Depending on certain operations and things. Phil says, afternoon all. Dieter, gosh, Mikey, you are making me blush. It was a pleasure. I could you get? Oh, I could help you get one, basically. And yes, that Vulcan is a big bugger. Box alone is 19 inches, so you can imagine how large the airplane gets. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. It's 47 centimeters by 45 centimeters.
That is big.
Yeah. That's what she said.
Yeah,
Jim says
it was either going to be you or Sonic.
Jim says the lucky part of Jake's misfortune is that he's still alive. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, it was the T1 vertebrae as well, so it's the one right at the top, protecting his brainstem. Julian says, evening, John. Jim says, nice t-shirt, Marley. Ooh, there you go. I like how you're sucking your gut in as well.
So it's short shorts Monday again today. So.
Oh well. Problem is your shorts blended in with your seat.
Yeah.
So it looked like it was a leg just floating in midair.
Oh, okay, let's try that again. Oh yeah. Ah. Ladies. Oh yeah, because it's the same on the back. That's what I was showing it. Yeah.
Yeah. Sonic says straight into the depravity at the start of the stream. Oh my poor innocent ears. Behave, Sonic. You're worse than us. He says sorry for spamming the chat. It's fine, dude. I'm only joking. More comments the better. All helps. Julian says, I said hello to those who joined after I'd already said hello. I know, I'm only joking, dude. More comments and more it helps the algorithm. Hello, Willow. Dieter. Sonic, you innocent, then I am the Pope. Why? We are way used to depravity already, are we not? Julian, Sonic, are your ears the only innocent parts of you?
Yeah.
Sonic, I'm not on the panel yet to say that's what she said to. Dieter, John, trying to peek over my comments. I need to shrink the font, I guess.
Nah, that's fine.
Jim, the Australian Mr. Motivator.
And lunge. And lunge.
Oh,
yes.
God, John is spandex.
Oh.
That, do you know what? You can easily picture that by watching Cheaper by the Dozen 2, where Steve Martin is wearing a wetsuit.
Oh, yeah.
When he's wearing that old wetsuit and a helmet to go water skiing. Sonic says, they must be. I haven't had my ears pulled in that way. Oh, dear Lord. Right, so we've got 15 people watching. So, John, other than causing mayhem and mischief, what have you been up to?
I finished a model.
What did you finish?
All right, I'll change it. Oh, well, it's this one. The Bristol Bulldog, the epic Bristol Bulldog. What?
Read what it says.
Oh.
What was this channel turn into? Oh, God. Sorry, John, go on.
Okay. All right. So during the live stream for Models for Heroes just now, I managed to finish this off. So what have we got? Probably hard to see because it's got a red background, but I'll stop it. It's got the antenna wires going from the, So this one has got a couple of magnetos down on the wing there, one for the radio, one for, I guess, the electric system. Vickers gun up top, all that sort of stuff like that. I've got a couple of little bombs underneath. I'm not going to weather this much. I do want to get into the engine and dirty up and put a bit of rust and staining on the exhaust pipes. Because they'll have a little bit of weathering, but that'll be all. The rest of it will just stay glossy as it is and everything else. So that's pretty much it. All the rigging is done. This is the stainless steel rigging for the I think SPS model rigging for all the interplane struts and everything else. So I finished a thing.
Well done.
I know, right?
Congratulations.
So I have a clear bench now.
Have you
So yeah,
Oh, you don't get the Gary's members video, do you?
yes, I do. Oh,
you do?
I'm bleeding. Yes.
Oh. Did you see that he mentioned that the Airfix at some point in the near future may be doing the actual Barda version of that?
Oh, I knew they would. Yeah. Because it
I
would
think it'll
sell.
probably be next year.
Yeah, probably. So what they do is they tend to bring out a new kit, as this one is, and then bring out, say, 3 different decal schemes before they then modify and bring out different versions of the same kit. So I'm expecting like this one, the Barda squadron. I can't remember the squadron. I could look it up. Will be a big seller for them. So the other one that they'll do next, I believe, will be the bottom one there, which is, just give me a sec. I'll be back in a moment.
Oh, really confusing. Keeps moving around the screen. Julian, oh, for fuck's sake, do not start the effing motivated crap again. I'm only just recovering from the trauma of last time. Sonic says it's going to be one of those streams. Yeah, sounds like it. Junkworks, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Junkworks.
Hello.
Duke,
Hello.
It's a Skyhook song. Dieter, okay, Julian, let's go with from the gerbil instead. Julian, no change there than Sonic. Sonic, what is wrong with you lot? Oh, you are awful, but I like you. Julian shudders. FF's sake, Hagrid. Now I have an image of Mr. Motivator and the gerbil.
Now I do too.
It's a funny image.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, what the?
Right, so yeah, so this is the one I've just done, the 48 scale one. This other one is the one that they had done before. This is the Airfix 72nd scale vintage classic. So that one there, that scheme is 19 Squadron, which based at Duxford, which incidentally then went on to become the first squadron to have Spitfires. So that's a very popular scheme as well, because people have fond memories, with nostalgia and doing that. So I believe the next one they do will come out with a Douglas Barter one, and I believe 19 Squadron would be the other choice.
Didn't you say that they'd have to update the carburetors on the Barda one? Because they had different carburetors.
Oh, I don't know, because these are all just labelled as Mark IIAs, and the kit is Mark IIA. I honestly don't know. Somebody would, but there are a couple of extra pieces in the kit. So for the next re-release, I think what will happen is it won't have the spinner. It won't have the cone at the front of the spinner. I think it'll have the Kaufman starter. The I can't remember the name of it. They have a truck that comes up with a starter motor on it. Oh, there we go, like this one here. So they don't have the pointy bit. They have a connection there to start the engine. I am bleeding everywhere. I'm bleeding all over my page.
What have you done?
I don't know. I must have just knocked it on something. Either way. So there we are. So there we go.
Can you clear it up and put plaster on it, please, before we get told off for showing injuries on camera?
Well, it's not really an injury anymore. It's just a bit of claret.
There we go.
Okay, I'll clean up. But that's me. That's what I've done.
Cool.
So I have a clear bench now. I still haven't decided what the hell I'm going to be building next.
No, you don't. It's covered in blood.
This cutting mat used to be white. Yes.
Yes. Deed says, "Hey, it's Monday. We can go nuts and have it out of our system for the rest of the week." Yes, please do. Please, I can't do a whole week of this. June says, one of Dick Emery's alter egos, if I recall correctly, Sonic. Julian, or we can give the week a starting point, Hagrid. Yes.
No.
Sonic, that's the one, Julian. Now I have Emery in Mr. Motivator and a gerbil stuck in my head. Good Lord. Dieter, Julian, now you're talking my language. So, John, what kit are you starting then?
I don't know. I've been looking at either a Harrier or a MiG-21, but there's other things that I'm thinking. Well, if I can't decide on either of those, I could do a third one. I need to decide, and that's what I was going to do right now. I haven't had time to really go through it and choose again. So what I might do is open a couple of boxes, sniff all the plastic, and see what I can find.
Mr. Junkwork says, Mr. Motivator, gerbils, and bloodshed. This should be a good stream. John, have you ever thought of lowering your camera? Because you're sort of
Like
your
this?
head right in the middle, but you're actually like quite a small part of the camera screen. There we go.
That's better.
There we go. We can see you now. We can see your little hamster cheeks.
Yeah. It
gerbils.
looks like somebody else's face, doesn't it? The eyebrows, I
Yeah.
paint black every morning. I don't know if you're aware. I keep my eyebrows on my bedside table. So when I get up in the morning, I sort of grab two and flick the back and go, oh, I'll go for surprised today. And I glue them up a little bit higher than normal. I'll just walk around like that all day.
See, that doesn't look surprised. That just looks eccentric as hell. Just looks slightly
I'm walking to
insane.
the bank. What the hell's what's this guy doing?
Tish says, okay, I think that's enough now, guys.
All right.
Oh, we've been told off by modders. Gosh, truth. Right.
Oh, there we go. It's now out of the way. All right. I'm going to go off camera for a moment. I'm just going to grab a kit down or two, but I'll still be on headset.
Okie doke. Because you had a few options, didn't you, John?
Oh, I have so many options. I was even thinking, well, I've got to, like, if I couldn't decide which aircraft to do, because the Herc would be good too, because I've got all the extras for that.
It's the ghost
but then
of
I'm
John.
thinking, oh, that Kugel Panzer would be all right, a ball tank. So here's the quandary I have.
That's better.
See, one's high, one's low. See that look now? Right. So these stick-on eyebrows. They're so fantastic. They're on Amazon. If anybody wants to get some, they're Paul's got some. They're great. Anyway, all right. So the ones that I've been thinking about doing, and I've mentioned these before. We've got a MiG-21. That's a silver one, right?
Mm-hmm.
They sure are, Julian. But I thought, I don't know if I want to do that because I've just done a silver aircraft, an all-metal thing. Well, silver. So then I thought, well, another choice is the Harrier, the kinetic Harrier.
Mm-hmm.
But you see, I've just done something in those colours as well. It's the Tempest 2. So that's a moot point, really, is like whether that is going to stop me from doing that one.
You've also got to remember, John, we're with 1st of January, we started a Harrier group build, so you could start your Harrier for that.
Yes. Yeah. I know. So maybe I'll do the Harrier. I was looking at it earlier today and thinking, well, yeah, that looks nice. I've heard a couple of people struggle with the kit. I reckon I'll finish it because I have not finished a kit yet. Yeah. All right.
Tim says, worst ghost ever. Ooh, it's a ball tank.
Here's one for you, Timbo. It's an Aussie ball.
Puddle pirate. Oh.
Yeah. So this is a full interior kit. It's a make believe one, but it's pretty cool. It's got
you should
how it all works.
Do a diorama, Jim, of a little figure of a pirate stood in a puddle in the middle of the road, and it could be dedicated to Tim.
Yeah. No, I won't do the ball tank just yet. That'll be soon.
Jim says, question, Marley, when will you build an armor kit again? Your previous models turned out great. Hold that thought.
I could do one right now. Oh, no, it's our next group build, isn't it? After we do the Fokker.
We haven't told them yet.
I don't know. Yeah, no idea.
Because he fancies doing a plane.
That's a better answer, isn't it?
Yeah. Chair Force One is in. He says, just a quick hello whilst Jakey's having an MRI.
Oh,
Hope he's all right, buddy.
sure do. Hello, Gary. Hello, Jake. Hello, everyone else there.
Kerry's not too worried.
Yes.
Because I think he has sort of like the look of the gods that he keeps surviving these broken necks.
Just a bit.
Yeah.
Well, the other choice is that one, MiG-23.
Gary says Victor, John.
Victor. I could do a Victor.
I think you should do a Victor to cheer Gary up. Because he's really upset at the minute and really worried.
When does the Harrier group build finish again? It's March.
Oh, April. Oh, that's a point. I can't start that yet.
I know, I need to start. I'm waiting. We'll wait for Sonic to come down. We're going to start ours together.
Yeah.
God, no. I'm going to get the Victor down and have a look at that.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Sonic says, hey, Gary, send my best wishes to the young man. Gary says, cheers, Sonic. Jim, the word is out.
No, I didn't tell you which one, which nation, and indeed nothing about it.
Trust you to bloody give him
Well, you told everyone else about the last thing they're doing.
Yeah, but he told them like a week before it was due to start, not like several weeks in advance.
And it's my stream.
Where is that? Oh, this, by the way, this
channel.
is the size of the box of the Vulcan. So yeah, it is a massive thing. So yeah, bloody huge. Victor.
John, hold it up for Tiff to see. That's the size of the Vulcan box.
Jesus.
So well, that's
it's the same size.
30-centimeter ruler. There we go. Oh, a bit glary, but you get the idea. God.
It's going to be so much fun.
38 tall. What do we got? 56 centimeters. What? Half a meter wide. Yeah, over half a meter wide. Yeah.
It's mental.
Junior says, best wishes to you all, Gary. Dieter says, Nia has a ball tank Kugelpanzer in her stash. Well, there you go. You could do a Kugelpanzer group build.
It does look like a lovely build, I must say.
Yeah. Sonic says that Vulcan is beauty. That Vulcan is a Victor. And John's just getting his box wine out because he's that classy. Hobby Time says that Harry's not a bad build. There's a video online that shows how to deal with the issues with it. Yeah. Rich says, hi guys, back now. Finished the washing up. Excellent.
Lovely.
Hobby Time says that's a Victor. It is.
Sure is.
Dieter says, I miss only one V bomber, and that is the Valiant.
Well.
So.
What are you working on?
That one.
Oh.
Yeah. I've got all the V bombers. Yeah.
Matthew says, Vulcan is a lovely kit. I got a set of top-notch paint masks for Black Book model. Now trying to figure out where to put it.
Yeah, I use top-notch masks myself for mine. I didn't do Black Buck. I did a standard scheme, white underneath, chem on top.
Yeah. Jim says, hey there, Hobby Time. Sonic says, okay then, that plane's a beauty. It is. Hobby Time says, hey Jim. Dieter, Matthew, what is the brand of those masks? Dominic says, good afternoon.
Hey, Dom.
Hello, Dom.
Hey, Dom.
Dum-de-dum-de-dum.
Right. I shall put the link up.
Wonderful.
Beat you to it.
God damn it, modders. Right, so if anyone wants to come up, follow the link, basically. Do as it says. Give it permission to Use your microphone stuff. Yeah. Dieter says, "Oh, drat, John, you want to offend the Scottish Belgian now?"
Oh, never
He said,
in life, my friend.
And Sonic says, "Dom da dom." And Dom says, "Hi, Sonic." Okay, so what am I doing today?
Yes.
Well, I'm doing something a little different to my usual models. I'm doing this.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Which apparently I
Oh,
have
I'm
knocked the
thinking
camera
that's
since I set it up. There you go. Kaylee found it in a charity shop for £8.50 for me.
That is not bad.
Should be fun. Oh, look who's just joined the stage.
Hello.
Reprobate.
Oh, big God.
Oh, there we go. The Scottish reprobate.
There's no feedback or anything, is there, guys?
No, you good.
None.
Cool. I've had it set to come
No.
through my earphone, but for some reason it's still coming through the thing. So it's all good.
Duke says, "John, women in uniform. Ooh la la."
Well, Collingwood put their trousers on.
Ooh. Dieter says, "Dom de dom de dom de dom dom dom." Oh, now I'm starting to get the lags. Jim says, "Come on in, Timothy." And Dominic. Jude says, "Hi, Dom." And speaking of Timmy, it's Timmy time.
Timmy.
How's the
Ahoy,
audio today?
Perfect.
How is our
You
favourite puddle pirate?
I'm making it. I like your idea about someone stranded in a puddle. That about sums it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's reorganise the
With a
office
shovel,
and
of course,
stuff,
because you're a
so-
stoker.
Yeah, that's right.
It looks good.
Yeah, it's a bit neater. I've got all my,
Looks nice.
Lego helmets and all that jazz.
Kay reminded me when she came in, I was supposed to be building this with her. And she's just said, I said, "Okay, I'll build something else." And she went, "No, it's all right, you do it." But I actually feel guilty now. I feel guilty building this without her. What to do?
What you
to
pointing
do?
at, Sonic? Oh. Yeah. So I was wearing a couple of sessions ago. I was wearing the AirPods. I listened to audio back on another stream and realized it was too soft, so I went back to these ones. So I'm still now, a servant of the cord, but at least people can hear me. Maybe it's best if I mute myself though.
No, you're all right.
Richard's just said, "Sorry about Friday, guys. I was wondering if it'd be possible to rejoin the Discord group." Of course it would. What happened Friday?
No,
What did
no
I miss?
idea. I'll grab the link for you. Give me a second.
Drop us a line when you get in there, Rich. Drop us a line. Let us know what happened, mate. I think I probably missed something. Jim says, "A Welshman, a Scotsman, a Brit, and 2 Aussies. A truly Commonwealth live chat." Yeah.
Yeah. Now we just need somebody from the 51st state.
Yeah.
Canada's pretty much just cold Australia, isn't it?
Do you know what? I do actually feel
It is,
guilty.
yeah. Yeah.
Why don't you leave it
Sonic
then,
said
Mike?
he can only hear Timmy.
Oh,
That's weird.
Sonic says he can only hear Tim for some reason.
It must be
Can everyone
your
else
end
hear
then,
me?
Sonic.
Yeah, yeah,
Certainly
can hear, yeah. Can hear everyone.
So we can all hear each other. Maybe he just really likes Timmy. Timmy, you may have a friend.
Oh, I was going to say, if I'm on like a private thing here, I'm going to be whispering sweet nothings for the next 2 hours.
I was just
Do you know
about
what?
to.
Yeah, he's just said he'll refresh StreamYard.
I was just about to text him and tell him. If you're feeling a bit guilty,
everything
Mike,
I'm working on at the minute just needs spraying.
why don't you start the Harrier?
I am. Now that she's reminded me. Because the Harrier's huge. And he's scary. Yeah, I suppose it's better odds really on that. But yeah, I will go and get the Harrier because I don't want to build that one. That's noisy.
Don't want to do the shuttle?
I forgot how noisy I'm getting.
Yeah, he's going to do the Harrier.
As am I.
Cool. Yeah, he promised Kay he'd build that shuttle with her, so he's feeling a bit guilty.
All right, so I've got some extra doohickeys for this one as well. I bought a GR3 upgrade set, so it's got instrument panel, a couple other bits and bobs, mainly around there. Oh, it's the top of the main wheel well and stuff, and another set of GR3 seat belts. So
cool.
It's a very small cockpit. You won't see much, but that'll clean it up a bit. Oh, and it comes with a bit of PE itself as well.
Okay, so when I say this is a big kit, I'm not even joking.
Oh, 24 scale?
Yes.
That's massive.
The box is 22.5 inches long. It's a big old kit.
That's killer.
What? Can you see on the box or in the instructions what the serial number of that aircraft is?
Um, 887, maybe. A Wing Commander E.J.E. Smith.
887.
Yeah. Or 788.
Oh. Yeah, because, okay, so this is a kinetic one. 788. It's the same one.
Oh, there we go. So this is, there you go, that's the length of it. So the length is just over 21 inches for fuselage.
Mine will be a little bit smaller than that.
What does this say?
I think most models are a bit smaller than this, to be fair. I mean, to be fair, the wingspan's only going to be about 13.5 inches, so,
Yeah. So at 48 scales, you could see there, it's 290 mil long, just about a foot long, just under a foot, and 162 mil wide. So yours will be double that.
Yeah, it's...
All right, Harrier it is.
Oh dear. Can you hear us all now,
It is 53 centimeters long.
Yeah, we can't hear you.
Yeah,
that's weird.
Strange. For what it's worth, I can still hear everyone. I just can't hear Sonic.
Yeah. So you're the same as the rest of us then, Timbo.
One of us. One of us.
Too loud. Dark Admiralty Grey.
So I've got to figure out what the hell is going on with these instructions, because this is one of Models for Heroes has sent me. The kit Models for Heroes sent me. So it's got whoever had it has put loads of different instructions in for different things.
Oh.
Oh wow.
So I think I'm going to assume that's the Vulcan. But then you got it's the Airfix catalog. There you go.
Is that the
For
2024
that
one
time. So that's
or whatever?
Nice. What new? Does it say on the front?
This is the 1989 one.
Gee.
Wow.
That's the catalog for the year after I was born. So I'm going to assume these are the instructions. Yes, they are. Oh my god! Even the instructions are huge. Okay.
That's
So we start off with the pilot. That's a nice easy start.
no, that's a Vulcan. That sheet you just had.
Oh yeah, it is. So it is. You're quite right. Well spotted, John. There you go. Much more manageable size instructions.
Much smaller than the kit.
Oh god! Oh dear God! We're starting with the engine.
Oh,
Oh,
dear
you'll
God.
be fine. Well, so did Hawker Siddeley in Bristol, so you'll be
Right.
fine.
Okay. Yeah. It could be, if it could be built by the Bristolians, it can be built by anyone. Junk says, I'm feeling very proud of myself. I haven't bought a kit all year.
Whoa.
Very good.
We're not even halfway through the first month. Well played. Sonic, I don't understand what's going on with you.
Oh. Exploring says, I was asking questions in the wrong chat bit and I got a little upset, so I left. Oh, mate, you don't have to be upset about it. Nobody meant any harm by it. It's just, all it is just, otherwise things get buried and we lose track of things.
6, 3, 2.
It gets confusing. Don't take things to heart, dude. But totally understand it. It's fine. You can rejoin. It's not a problem. Ian says, I'm sorry to hear that, Rich. I had to uninstall Discord the other week. It glitched out a few times. Yeah, it does sometimes. Oh, wow. Our viewers have really dropped today.
Oh.
We must not be as entertaining as the two Garys. It's like the two... They must be like the two Ronnies.
Yeah.
People are only entertained by the Garys.
Let's get Jim in here. He'll lift the audience.
So I had a good chuckle before, John, when you were just bleeding for no apparent reason. You know, if you ever needed further proof that you're Popper's son.
Oh, you're not wrong. What I didn't do is stick it up in the air, though. My arm, that is. Yeah.
Although that is basic first aid.
For cowards.
There you go. That's how the width of the fuselage is going to be.
Sorry, did I say that out loud? I'm having a bit of a moment.
Oh. All right.
Yeah, that's going to be the width of the fuselage.
We need a frame of reference, so.
It's going to be a big old plane.
Do you have a banana or something for reference?
Frame reference, we have a 1-to-1 scale pen.
Oh.
Ooh.
That's the wingspan. And that's the length of the fuselage compared to the 1-to-1 scale pen.
Yeah.
The 1-to-1 scale pen is just like the nose section.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, compared to mine, which is about the width of a pen.
Oh, there you go. That's a good reference. Stay there, John. Tail. Okay, so tail.
That's wing.
Oh, it comes with a shadow stand. Cool.
Okay.
I haven't got the tail, but I've got the wings. The tails are in.
Yeah, this is a wing.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. So the 1-to-1 scale pen is the end pylon to the center of the wings.
Yeah.
So it's literally double the size.
It is, like 124, 148. That's how maths works.
Yeah. Of course, I'm going to have to put M4H decals on this as well because it's from M4H. Ooh, if I don't break it. Right. So in.
Bum, 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 bum.
So I took a quick break from painting miniatures to start on that P51. And then I decided I'm going to quickly smash through the rest of this army.
So can we zoom in on Timar and see what he's working on there? Because the colours look amazing.
So this is supposed to be a spell. So it's called a Glade Worm. Yeah, so just getting started on that sort of thing. So this has been base coded, so that'll be more kind of glowy, spirity, greeny stuff. And then the idea is the carapace is going to be like wood and stuff. So yeah, it's kind of coming along. And I've been working on that Beetle Boy as well. So
oh wow,
where is my? Hang on. We can. Let's do that.
Oh, that looks awesome.
that's amazing.
So yeah. Oh, I suppose if I hold it that way, right, that'll be the right way up.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's all coming along, and he's
Nice.
going to be having a toot on his horn and all that jazz, and the water and stuff is pretty well set now. So I was working on that the other week. So yeah, but
Had you used the water stuff before?
yeah. Give me one sec. Sort of. Oh, nearly knocked my bottle of brandy over. That would have been a disaster.
Oh,
yeah. So I've been using it for this army stuff. So yeah, been kind of doing it there and on the base of that one as well.
Nice.
wow.
That's cool.
But yeah, the army's just
so
about
cool.
done,
So detailed as
and
well.
then I'll be done with this project before the semester starts, which good. For once, I'm not just adding to my pile of shame. I'm actually finishing a project.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a win. Wow.
Yeah.
Sonic is still having it.
Ian says Sonic's always going to have issues. Ian says not enough Garys today, and I can say that because he can't hear me.
He can hear you.
Blue Streak says, "Howdy, all." Oh, he can hear us.
Hello, Blue Streak.
Oh. Howdy, Blue Streak. Rich says, I've got a question about the lifeboat. I got different paint shades of grey and some with the black colour, but unsure which one to use. It depends which part, but if you're talking about lower hull, then it's black. The lower half of the hull.
Well, you might be talking about interior colours. I don't know.
Could be. I mean, interior, I did NATO black. So, Blue Streak says, "Good morning to you all." Good morning, Blue Streak.
Ooh, Posty. Backing him in.
I wish I could paint half that good, Timmy. In fact, he's written it as Timmer.
That's very kind.
Ian says, "Morning, Blue Streak." There you go. So looking at the correct instruction booklet now, John, it's actually the Hawker Siddeley Harrier GR Mark 1A, 1 Squadron, Royal Air Force, Wittering, Northants, England. X-Ray Victor 788.
Yeah, right. So this is going back to the end again. I have, I think, 6 different schemes here. And the first one is Harrier GR1 XV788, 1 squadron, 1 fighter squadron, RAF Wittering 1970. The next option is
That's
same
cool.
year, but the roundels
the
are
same
changed to 2 colors instead of the red, white, and blue. They're just red and blue. The other schemes I've got are Harrier GR3 without the laser nose, the Intruder, which is Belize City Airport in Belize 1975. The GR3 without laser nose, Hot to Trot, Belize, same one again. Shark Mouth is added later by zapping. GR3 of 233 OCU, RAF Wittering, 1977. This is the first GR3 fitted with the LRMTS nose and RWR sensor on the tail. So these early ones have a pointy nose and a blunt tail. Well, not a blunt, a pointy little cone. Whereas these ones have a sensor facing backwards and a big LR, what do they call it? LRMTS laser range designator on the nose. So that's the first GR3. This one's Operation Corporate HMS Hermes 1982, carried 1,000-pound retard bombs and payday 2s during the operation. And the last one is GR3 of RAF Gütersloh, West Germany, in exhibit at the Royal Air Force Museum at RAF Hendon, as it's been since. So I have, there's a number of options I can do. The heart is saying op corporate. Oh, it's Sonic. I can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Hello.
Must have been because the earphones are plugged in. It's doing something with the sound. I don't know. It's messed up, man.
Oh, let them know what you think about them.
So what do people think? Will I go for the same markings as as what Mikey's doing, or will I go for a different one?
Go for a different one.
Yeah, I think it's always cool to see when you guys do different stuff.
Right. So I'll go the op corporate, which is a Falkland conflict 1982.
Nice.
Or
just for reference, look how big the refueling probe is on this.
Oh yeah, they're huge. Yeah, yeah, they are quite large, and they're pretty ugly. That's one of the options I could put that on, but here you can hardly see it in the instructions. It sits behind.
What's the size of the shadow stand for it? It's huge.
You can't even see it there.
Oh.
But it, top center of the frame. Yeah, it's the refueling probe going down. Well, it's got to go forward so the pilot can see the end of the probe. So yeah, it's a lot bigger than that. But yeah, kinetic instructions. What can I say? What a lovely decal sheet, I must say.
Yeah.
All right, I think I'll do
Rich says, we'll take a picture to show what I mean about the grey bit. Cool.
Let's look at this.
There's the engine.
There we go. Scheme 4. First GR3 with the laser designator nose. Just because I like the squadron flash on the side there. There's a couple of different squadron flashes. I'll go for the larger ones because it's colourful. I like colour. There we go. Scheme 4.
Okay, so these decals look a bit yellow.
Oh, they will be, yeah. I'd say they're probably not going to be too usable.
Knackered.
And I think Hannets would have some brand in stock for replacement.
Yeah. I might have to do that. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the card looks dry, but who knows? They do look a bit yellow, though.
Well, yellowing isn't a problem. You can
So that
tape
might
it
be
to a
something for the bin.
window outside your house for a couple of days, and it would get rid of the yellow. But then you've got to
I'm in
wonder
Wales, Dave,
whether
dude. If I do it to the window, they'll slide off. They'll get wet and slide off.
what, the inside of the window facing outwards.
Oh, the inside of the window. Yeah. Okay.
It'd be pretty funny if you
That
did
makes more
that with the German decal sheet and someone put a brick through your window.
Oh, you're not wrong.
So here you're racist now, father. Oh, this is cool. The tires actually have like they're actually quite spongy rubber tires, so it's like they've got air in them. That's cool. Now I did get a little bit of aftermarket. I'm just trying to remember if I put it in here or not. No, that's all the munitions. So what the hell have I done with that? Oh, Javi. So that's the bit I need to focus on for now. I mean, even the seat is quite large.
Means you can put some nice detail into it, though.
Yeah. I think this might be my project for the year.
Yeah, it would take a while. I think about grabbing a Tamiya Harrier, Sea Harrier. They are so cheap. They're about 23 Australian dollars, so about £10 or so. And, you know, it's not a perfect kit, but for that price, yeah, you can do a lot with it. I think things that people complain about is, well, you're not going to see it. Oh, there's no detail on the wheel wells. Yeah, you won't see them. You know, it's fine. Yeah, it's an absolute bargain. But I didn't, because I've got this kit, and it's the same scale.
I think this is built. This could be my
The better-looking
Monday
Marley's got exact same kit with the same PE and everything else. So he's going to do his at some point as well.
Yeah.
Well, me and Sonic are going to start our Harriers when he travels down next.
I'm looking forward to getting that built.
And then you've still got your Tiger tank to build, sure, as well.
Oh, I still have. Forgot about that. Yeah, I've still got a wee duck thing sat there and we'll try and build it at some point as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Sprues. Okay. Sonic said mic issues, which he's now cleared up.
Yay!
Blue Streak. Says, I hate when I have issues recording stuff. Two Falklands, one John.
Yeah.
George
It is
says,
tempting.
hello all.
Hello, George.
Why is that? There you
Hi, George. Hello,
Hey,
George.
George.
go. Junkwork says, ooh, Junkwork says, ooh, now they're comparing probe sizes.
That's what men do.
And Sonic says, giggity.
Giggity.
I'm wondering if it's
Giggity.
that banner that's making my computer run slow.
After I had those mic issues last week, I sort of spat the dummy and bought a a mic and a boom arm off Amazon, so that should be arriving this week.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah, this is a new camera.
Yeah.
Usually my image is reversed and a little bit higher. I've got one that's on an arm, so I can move it all the way up and around and all that sort of stuff like that.
Oh,
And
very
it's
nice.
got reverse image,
Same here.
little light thing, and autofocus. We'll see how it goes. So far, so good.
Yeah, Sonic said giggity because of course he did.
Of course it is.
It's Sonic. George says, "Would yellowed 30-plus-year-old yellow decals be okay?" Laughing my hands off. Depends if I wanted to do an old rusty Harrier, I suppose. Okay, so engine bits. We've got no numbers. That's real helpful. Oh no, the numbers are on the other side. Okay. They're on the side. You wouldn't think that they'd be on. Oh,
Crikey.
Weren't you talking about a chemical last week, John, that you could put on decals that sort of just fixed yellowing?
Oh yes. Well, it doesn't fix yellowing at all. What it does do is replace the decal film. So it's literally Microscale Industries liquid decal film. Restores old decals, makes custom decals, ultra thin film. So to read it out, I need to put glasses on. It's very small writing.
I can't imagine why my PO used to get annoyed with my listening skills.
All right. Directions: read before using. So that's where you went wrong, Tim. To save old decals, apply a continuous coat of microscale liquid decal film with the artist's brush to an old decal and allow 15 minutes for drying. Apply like any other regular decal. Yeah, so it literally replaces the decal film. I've had a couple of decals where Edward hadn't actually put any film over it. They just printed the ink and there was a dud sheet. And I put this over the top and it saved them. There's other ones that would break up, like literally they'd shatter as soon as you put them in the water. I tried this to save a couple of them. There's only one lot of decals that did not work with this. It's very good, but it's quite hard to come by. Certainly in Australia, I think as soon as they turn up on the shelves, they disappear overnight because everyone goes, "Oh, you finally got some." Yeah, I'd try that.
So,
but,
as a former puddle pirate, Tim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you had your confidential report, did you get nervous when they said "must try harder"?
No, because my reports weren't confidential. I was often told to write them myself. So,
Oh.
yeah.
I am, you are a magnificent seaman.
Yeah.
I'm
I wasn't an able seaman. I was a very able seaman.
He was super seaman.
Great swimmer.
Innuendos right.
Great swimmer.
Punch holes in the side of the bulkhead.
1 in 1,000.
Yeah. Yeah, just put in additional comments. It's
He's the 1 in a million.
Yeah, he makes me want to be a better sailor. Yeah.
The great specimen.
He's the chosen one.
Yeah, his metachlorian count is off the
Great
scale.
with eggs.
Metachlorian count.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? You know, the ship's cooked, when they have their reports. This seaman is wonderful, good with eggs.
Jesus Christ, man.
Oh,
Oh, the
dear.
depravity.
Dieter says, "Bring in the probe!" Shouts and startles all while yelling that. Julian, exploring if it looks right to you, that's all that counts. I think people get a bit too precious about exactly the right shade. Not criticism. I hasten to add just my opinion of some people. Yeah. They're called rivet counters. Athol says, afternoon, just popped in to give a big thumbs up, Mikey. Ooh, Mrs. Hello, Athol.
Hey.
And yes, please do make sure to like the stream.
Yes.
We do appreciate it. The Junk Work says, Tiff, I was looking at our lifeboats here after I mentioned it. The boat I thought was a Shannon is actually a Tamar class.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Tamar. So
It's a
remind me
rather
where the
larger
Tamar
boat.
River is.
River Tamar is not in Ireland.
Oh, you actually don't know. That's why I'm
As
asking the
is
question. I
the
could look it
Shannon.
up.
That's
I
fine.
know the Shannon is.
You could. Mr. Google. We have Dr. Google in the chat. Actually, I like that, Dr. Google.
Yeah, the Tamar is a river in southwest England that forms most of the border between Devon and Cornwall.
Ah,
Excellent.
right.
My mate used to do that and would
Oh,
drive
well,
me
this
up
is
the
just
wall.
confusing.
I'd ask him a question, and he'd send me a link to here. Let me Google that for you. It was biggest
It
pain in
annoys
the
me when
ass.
people do it on Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When people do it on Facebook, oh, do you want to know the local bus timings? Look on Google.
You're already
Same
on
as
the
anyone
internet.
else has to.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, how much
This
is
is just
this?
maddeningly unhelpful.
Just Google it. Yeah. Now,
Right. So on this sprue, the parts go from like the low double digits and single digits to 200, and then it's got 233, 36, 13, 12, 30, 33. What?
and the Powerball is
This is going to
which?
be interesting. Yeah. But on the instructions, it's got a sprue letter with the number, but there's no sprue letters on the sprue. Well, this is just insane.
I've had that
It's gonna be
before.
fun.
It's really annoying.
I like it, children. Yeah.
Just got to kind of feel your way through it and just press fit things that look like it might be about right.
Yeah. I don't think it's any of them. Okay. I'm going to mute my microphone because it's going to get noisy.
Okay.
I'll just admit if tomorrow when we go into this men's shed place, the models are, I'll have a look at the one at $5 and I'll see what model the planes are.
Okie doke.
And then when we go into, if we go into that Wonderland models place, because I know they do a bunch of decals and stuff, we'll see if they've got any for that.
Yeah.
Or maybe even see if they will keep the models by for us if you're interested. And if we can find the decals, then we can pick them up and then go in to the men's shed and pick them up.
Yeah. But I want to see if they've got any other models in there as well, not just the ones in the window.
I think that's maybe the only ones nowadays. They just put them in the window, basically. So I'll have a look anyway.
The railway stuff is. But I don't know whether they sold them.
I went in the other day and the guy that builds the models, it displays them the windows and stuff. There's a few on the back, I think, to build up. I don't know if they're going to be if any Ramers for sale or anything, but I'll have a look and see what's there.
Okay. Thank you.
Part 21. Let's test this.
Excuse me, Matt.
12, 31, 26, 25, 22, 20.
Okay. Would you like me to read some comments, Mikey, or
It's all right. I can do it. There we are. You can read them if you want. Go for it.
Sure. Okay. So yeah, the data says the Tamar, Cornish, Dower Tamar, is a river in southeast England that forms most of the border between Devon to the east and Cornwall to the west. Well, how about that?
There we go.
John Quirk says we've 2 7 class and the 1 Tamar stationed here. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I think I did see a video from the RNLI. It went through all the class boats and stuff like that, and we don't have them here. So I found it fascinating, really, because we don't have anything like it really. We've got search and rescue choppers and surf lifesavers and all that sort of stuff. It's a little bit different here, but our seas are very different from yours. Ethel says,
well, we've got Coast
Keith,
Guard as
John
well.
Connick and whoever Timmer is.
I think it's his dude, isn't it? Is it this side? Timmer.
Yeah, so it's like John's nephew or something.
He's my godson, in fact. He lives up in Queensland.
Yes, but on a familial basis, he is your nephew.
I like holding hands and long walks on the beach, and
and men.
oh,
No.
A beautiful sunset, mate.
Your wife is a beautiful lady.
yeah, he is. No, she's
be more than happy.
She's well asleep. That's the only reason I'm brave enough to say that.
Okay, so her name is Katrina. Her nickname is Cat. So that's why you have cat ears. Is that correct?
Yes, it's her headset until my mic arrives this week.
So there you go. Mystery explained. I can't click on comments, unfortunately.
So how long did it take you to make up that excuse then?
Oh, yeah.
About 3 weeks, but why does it need work? Or
Julian says, George, if they don't respond to leaving on the windowsill in daylight for a day or so, maybe use them as a paint mask instead. Depends how complex the decal is. Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah.
Julian, if you could do us a favour and look up Hannants and do a search for 124 scale Harrier decals and see if any are available, that would be swell. If that's okay, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
I reckon it'll be there. I reckon if you want paint masks, you'd be able to get top notch up to, because they can print whatever scale they want. They'd be able to do 24 scale for you, should you want them. Dita says, as for the Tamar class, it's the third and apparently the most recent class of RNLI lifeboats in service, supplementing Shannon's, who replaced the Tyne in class in turn for more appropriate waters. Yeah, they've got different vessels for different types of waters, inlets, all that sort of stuff. It's
We've also got inshore lifeboat. We've also got inshore lifeboats, and we've got the Coast Guard as well, which is the ones that operate the helicopters, and they do sort of like the cliffside rescues and things like that, and they have hovercraft and things.
Ooh, yeah, sounds
from
very cool.
mud flats and stuff.
Very cool.
Well, our local lifeboat station's got an inshore lifeboat.
You refer to them as inshore
lifeboat station got the inshore lifeboat, which is like they're like the Zodiacs and things, and then it also has the hovercraft because we're on an estuary. When the tide goes out, it's all mud flats and quicksand.
Fair enough.
They're just dinghies, aren't they? Just tiny wee boats.
These kinetic bags are really noisy.
Yeah, they're just the dinghies, basically, aren't they? Multi-seat dinghies, the inshore lifeboats.
Kind of. They're what they're called, like Zodiacs. So they're high-speed inflatable boats with a solid hull underneath.
Yeah, it's a good while ago. A good while ago, they were doing like some kind of show thing on, like some event, and it was the RNLI. Next to that, they had like one of the dinghies with all the different seats on it, and they were like, getting people to pay money if they wanted to go to the charity and stuff, to take them out on the boat and take them away out and for a spin on a fast boat and bring them back in and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think I know what boats you're talking about.
Yeah.
So, Tiff, if you click on some comments for me, I'll read them out, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Julian says somebody once came into a chat and asked about a company they had an interview with the next day. A second of browsing later, I gave the lazy sod their website. Sounds about right. There's a lot of that. I don't understand why people do that. But just you're on the internet, search.
Watch. Which one?
Correction, previous mention, says Dita. Tamar replaced with Tynes, but not all of them. The 40 ships got replaced by 27 Tamars, and the rest were Shannons. Yeah, I thought the Shannon was the newest one.
Yeah, it is.
Not seen one, but they look cool. They look very similar, so the confusion is
also the smallest of the.
Oh, shit.
It's the Shannon's the smallest of the offshores as well.
Oh.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Good name.
Yeah, it means Airfix need to come up with the Tamar as well now. They do another one. I can't remember which other one they do. But there's two of them. Oh well. I'll be able to do that. Junkwork says, if you're interested in lifeboat history, look, I'm into the Long Hope lifeboat tragedy. It was the incident that helped trigger research into self-righting technology. Okay, the Long Hope. John, that all sounds like a horror movie. It's another Aussie band reference to the Skyhooks. Well done, Duke. Right there on my TV. Julian says, Timmer is a good friend of mine, thought his partner was asleep next to him when he was on the phone to me. He made a comment and all I heard was, "Oh!" and then she slapped him. And rightly so. Ew. That's cool. Junkworks, the RGB was the boat stationed on the island of Hoy. She was responding to a call when she capsized in a heavy storm in the Pentland Firth. Sadly, all 8 crew were lost. All volunteers, were they? Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, all RNLI volunteers. Nobody gets paid to do it.
And John, all Hannon seemed to do is an instrument panel for the 24 scale Harrow. Oh, you might be out of luck there. I know a guy who would be able to help you with masks should you need them, but you'd probably need stencils and stuff as well, maybe.
Yeah, I know a guy. I know the guy.
You know the guy. Yeah. He's a bit of a malcontent. Each Shannon costs 2.5 million pounds. And if you want the landing craft, that's another 1.5 million pounds.
Is that all?
Small money.
Are you doing the Frankenfurter?
Yes.
The 98
All the parts
pounds.
just fit into place.
Very good.
This is cool. I like this. Like, you know, people rubbish kinetic kits. The ones that I've built have all been buildable. Like the part fit is pretty good. So like that and that, like it goes on there with absolutely no problem whatsoever. Like there is no gap. They're fine. Don't listen to Mr. Oxley. Like you can't judge an entire model company on one model they've done. Because if there's somebody out there that's only ever built the Tamiya Harrier, they'll never build another Tamiya kit. Or don't do that. Just try another kit. You'll be fine.
Use your brain. Use your
Just,
brains.
you know, don't be so negative. Like enjoy the hobby, and if you don't enjoy it, go and play golf or go fishing instead. It's fine. Or you can do fishing and golf and modelling. You don't have to do one or the other. It's like Star Wars and Star Trek. You can like both. Junkworks. There's a short video here on YouTube about the Long Hope lifeboat tragedy. I'll sure to look that up. That does sound interesting. I've not heard of it. Obviously, being a foreign git. I'm probably the only Aussie that Mikey knows that doesn't work behind a bar. Junkwork says you might need me to translate the accent in the video, though. Oh. I don't know. I'm pretty good. I can understand Timmer with a Queensland accent, so it's not so bad.
Guess it's Scottish then.
Sorry, I heard some sort of noise in the background. I got no idea what that was.
My point exactly.
No, just interference coming through. Hey Jim, if you're still watching, did you want to drop in and say good day? Because I do need to ask a question on behalf of all Australians to the American people, or maybe, yeah. Oh look, maybe I'll just ask a question. You can answer it for me. Well, Americans, from what I understand, don't say tomato. They say tomato, right? So why isn't where Jim lives Chicago? Like, you know, it's a vowel between two consonants. It's sort of like the same rules, isn't it?
Potato. And where does the name Chicago come from? I'm going to have to Google that one myself. It's okay, Julian. But I'm turning into the guy that says, "Oh, I can't understand. Where is this from?" You know, somebody else Google it for me. I think they might have named it after the company.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So this is the main gear bay, undercarriage bay. Tiny, because of course it's just two little, you know, wheels sit side by side. So there's a photo which based to that, and I had to what it says in the instructions. I don't know if you've seen these before, but some photo etch. What it says is, before sticking it down, if you get a ballpoint pen and run it around the back of it like that, you can get a contour on it, and it sort of like pops a bit. So when you stick that down, you can see that what they are. They're breakout panels, but they're also recesses for the tires, so they don't rub when they retract. So you can see two little sort of like, you know, recesses in there. But yeah, again, it'll be upside down about that low to the ground. You really won't see them. But no, look, you know, I'm glad. Like I wasn't umming and ahhing about what to build, but I knew if I built an Edward kit, I wouldn't be complaining about the fit, and if I built the Kinetic kit, I wouldn't be complaining about the fit. That and the fact that it's a cracking subject matter, I think I have made this good choice. Love to do the Victor, but I'm looking at it going, it's just a bit too large for my brain space at the moment. I think I'll do this one because
we are joined by a very prestigious American.
Oh, Jimbo, hello.
Who's called
Jimbo!
Captain America.
Oi.
So he's here to shame all Australians with our pronunciation. There we go.
Live from Chicago.
Chicago.
Well, to answer your question, Mr. Miley, it's all about the accent. You got now within the city and within the Cook County area, the county that Chicago is in, you hear everything from the East Coast accent on the pronunciation, which is Chicago, like offense, or the Canadians say offense. What you have in Chicago is you have Chicago, like the Chicago Bears. They're gonna
the Bears?
now you sound Bostonian.
Yeah, I do.
Bears.
Yeah, exactly. Now the story behind that sketch, the super fans, two of the men who created that are from the south side of Chicago, where they go to Bears. You guys, what are you guys doing today? From places like Blue Island and South Holland and Hegwish and all these collar suburbs on the south side. You got Bridgeview, and then you got neighborhoods in the city. Chicago is a city of neighborhoods. So you got Chicago, you got Chicago, you got Chicago, like I say it, Chicago. And by the way, I hate the sound of my own voice. So that's what it is, John. It's a matter of where you're from and what accent you grew up under. I mean, you go up to Michigan and Wisconsin and Minnesota, up near the Canadian border, and you've got them saying "oot" and "how are you?" You know, they're gonna go on their sled. You know, they sound more Canadian up there. I remember years back, my sister had a vacation home in northern Wisconsin, and I went to visit her, and we went into town, and I had my Chicago Bears hat on. First, I thought I was going to get tarred and feathered and run out of town. I must have, we, all of us, my sister, her husband, myself, must have stood out like tourists in Paris.
Oh, okay.
Because we're speaking a Chicago-based Midwest accent. So there's accents all over the country, but as far as tomato goes, it's tomato all the way across the states. Why? Well, we are two people separated by a common language.
Yeah, okay.
So there's your answer.
That's a good answer. Very comprehensive. Thank you.
Wow, you sound like you're in Family Feud. Good answer. Good answer. Good answer. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't say it here, so I can't do the joke. But I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Speaking on behalf of all Americans, would you be willing to just say tomato properly?
No. No, I am saying it properly in my country. When in Rome, do as the Romans, Tim.
Yeah,
fair enough, mate.
I mean, when I go to look, I'll tell you what. This whole thing is starting to have an effect on me. I'm starting to use the words mate and phrases like, to be honest, and Bob's your uncle, and things like that.
I'm gonna scoof. Yeah.
So I'm done talking. Go ahead, Mikey. I'm sorry. I monopolized your chat again.
No, it's fine.
Ian says two
Nice that
engines
people
on the
want to talk to
Shannon
each other.
produce over
That's what it's all
1,000
about.
horses. Tell you what. So the back of the Shannon. Let's bring it up because I can. Two little thrust jets. It'll be jet exhausts like a. Yeah, it'll be a high-powered thing. So I had on the YouTube thing where they go through the different classes. It shows one of these pretty much capsizing and then righting itself straight away. It is really impressive footage. I think it's these things there's a lot of people
They're actually
complaining
quite
about
hard to
America
outside
not
as
being
well,
able to
aren't they?
manufacture stuff, and Britain not being able to manufacture stuff in Australia, not building Holdens and Fords anymore, and all that stuff. But the fact is, your nation, and America, and Australia, and Canada, and basically all of us has got a lot to be proud of. It's not all doom and gloom. I think the future is what we make it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you bum.
Yeah. Like, we basically invented breakdancing.
Oh shit!
Yeah, totally, man, totally.
Oh my god!
What are they going to do next? Have chess as an Olympic sport?
Gold medals all round for that shit.
Oh my god!
And I'm not disparaging chess. I think it's a brilliant game. It's just not an Olympic sport.
Well, yeah, but I mean, yeah.
Well, we're talking
half
about
the Olympic
athleticism.
sports.
I don't know how much athleticism you need to outthink your opponent 3 moves ahead.
Now chess boxing. That's
Wow.
good
Now,
stuff.
that is something I would think the Australians would come up with. That I would,
Oh, you're
I
wrong.
would definitely
Chess-
credit the Aussies
Chess
with.
boxing's a real thing. It is so good. So
The
they
early
do a round.
1900s.
Please explain.
I was just going to say, in the early 1900s, painting used to be an Olympic sport.
Well, then I'm sure
Usually
if Renoir or Van Gogh were alive at the time, they would have won it with gold medals going away.
Oh, I hope so.
Mhm.
I did
Although,
see-
what type of art? Impressionist,
I'm
landscape.
sure there were
Well,
different
this is-
categories.
If you look at the pictures, it's just a load of people stood with easels in front of them painting. So they must have had
Sounds like
something
the Three
off.
Stooges. Sounds like the Three
Yeah.
Stooges. What's that? It's Sitting Bull. You can't see his face. He's got his back turned.
Now I'm thinking of the Joker in that 80s Batman film.
Oh, yeah.
Chess boxing is a hybrid sport that combines 2 traditional disciplines, chess and boxing. 2 combatants play alternating rounds of blitz chess and boxing until one wins by checkmate or knockout. It's also possible to win by time penalty, as in normal chess, and by boxing decision if there is a draw in the chess round. I've watched a couple of those, and it is a goddamn hoot. Just watching people like sweating and stuff, and they're like, and then they'll make like a terrible move, and just like completely miss an opportunity to like fork the enemy queen or something, and it's hysterical.
Yeah. Timothy, if I may add to that, I can't imagine someone like George Foreman or Mike Tyson having the wits to compete at chess whilst boxing. Not that they couldn't, but I think that whilst they're in the ring, that would be a different story. Muhammad Ali, yes, he was the greatest, and he could do both and win both.
Oh, he's amazing.
Can you imagine what it'd be like when they get drunk?
Oh,
Yeah,
well, you saw what Muhammad Ali looked like at the end of his life.
Oh yeah,
I think
cool bloke.
that's the beauty of
Yeah.
it. Like the matches that I've seen, Mike Tyson physique, they are not. So watching people get tired and doing this, and then sit down and be like, and then I love watching people that are like distinctly average and things.
I think they would have to call it on a draw.
It
Because
just
of a pulled shoulder muscle or something like that. Like, oh my bursitis.
it makes me feel good because I'm a terrible person.
So could Jim read out the next comment, please?
Me? Sure. Modders? Please. Thank you. The most common complaint I hear about kinetic kits is the same as border models. Instructions need improvement. And that's the truth. That's what I've heard around the modeling world.
I've built a number of them, well, about 3 of them, and yeah, the instructions are terrible. So far, so good with this one, but they could be better. The way mainly the way they're printed. It's just pretty much like they literally just go to a photocopier.
Right. That's what I've heard. Yes, and may I say this? And on top of that, most countries, most of these Chinese, and I'm going to say it, Chinese model companies are tend to be unresponsive to their customer base.
Yeah, these ones are from Hong Kong, and They've set up an office in Melbourne to supply
really? Okay.
Australasia and all that sort of stuff. It's like a distribution centre in Moorabbin, down the road from B&A Hobby or Model World. But via a shop owner friend of mine, I asked if I can get a replacement canopy for my F18 because it was all really crap, and it's been 6 months. I don't think I'm going to get one. I don't need to anymore because I bought a new kit, a Kinetic F18 with the Tiger decals, and it's got the single and the dual cockpit canopy in there, so I can go down and replace my Warramai one with that. So I'm thrilled.
Did you get a reply?
No, of course not.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty common. I've heard about that with just about everyone. Dragon models the same, and they're I believe based in Hong Kong too.
Yeah, so if modders can click through the comments, or Mikey, I'll read them out if that's okay.
No, go ahead, John.
Julian says regarding Star Wars, Star Trek, and I like both. They both bring different things to the party. Yeah,
True.
and I don't think you need to be exclusive. You know, I like the original Dune movie and the new one. Junkwork says the Orkney accent is very different from mainland Scotland. It's more Norwegian than Scottish.
There you go, Mr.
Agree?
There you go. There's an example.
Would you agree, Mr. Sonic? The Orkney accent is different again. The further north you go, the more harder it is for somebody from London to understand.
Yeah, the only time I can think to describe it, well, it would refer to here. Some people might find it offensive, but there's a term called chuchter.
Chuchter.
Northern Scottish and all that kind of stuff referred to as chuchters.
Yeah, I've heard Billy Connolly refer to people as that. Yeah.
See, that's me stuck if I went to that far.
Julian's there laughing his anus off. He was about to Google Chicago for his own curiosity. Yeah. Chicago. It's, again, instead of me Googling it, Jim, where does the name come from? Is it like a Native American term or?
There you go. There's your answer.
Okay, according to Mr. Google, the name Chicago derives from a word and language spoken by the Miami and Illinois peoples meaning striped skunk. So, Jim, you live in striped skunk.
Can you... Hang on. That was an accident, right?
The Illinois?
Yeah, okay, good. All right.
So yes and no.
Illinois, Tim. We had a lot of French explorers through this area. DuSable, LaSalle. Up north you go, there's more Germanic and Scandinavian names. So all depends on what area. Detroit, Detroit. It's French based.
Yeah. Gross. So apparently, like in the book "Bury My Heart at Wounded Knee," like the Europeans said, like, you know, oh, what do you call that mountain range over there? And they said, translated, they are the Black Hills of Dakota, meaning, you know, we're the Dakota tribe, they belong to us. So they said, oh, so they called it the Black Hills of Dakota instead of, like, you know, leaving that with the Dakota tribe, but that happens. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, you got to remember these names. In some cases, are a combination, but they're also some of them are named by the explorers or the white race, the prevailing people who made the maps and created the name.
Kangaroo supposedly means I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. I looked it up the other day. So what I understood was, when Cook and Banks came to Sydney, Botany Bay, they didn't go into Sydney Cove. They saw it from the outside. They didn't enter it. Botany Bay, and then they sailed up the coast and didn't make landfall until they had to. They just about sunk in the Great Barrier Reef, so they had to pull into what's now the Endeavour River to make repairs to the hull. To the Endeavour, they pulled it ashore and did all that. And they spoke to an Aboriginal tribe up there and said, what's that hoppy thing over there? And they said, oh, it's kangaroo. So close to 17 years later or whatever, when the first fleet turned up in Australia on Banks' recommendation to start the European colony or the British colony, they went over to the Aboriginals and pointing at these jumping, hopping things and said, oh, kangaroo, kangaroo. And these guys are saying, look, what? Hey, don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, apparently the people of the Eora tribe in Sydney called it a Patangarang, and different tribes all around Australia call it different names. So it means I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, absolutely correct, isn't it? Language fascinating.
It is.
So
John Quirks, Viking influence. Yeah, I'd like to see a kangaroo with horns. Yeah.
So I'm guessing the Aussie translation of the French je ne sais quoi would be kangaroo what?
Yeah. No, just yeah. And do you know the day after the first fleet arrived in Australia, the French arrived in exactly the same place in Botany Bay? And yeah. And what they said is like,
a massive craft shop called Botany Bay.
Oh, is it? And they said, well, because their fleet was in a bad way, and they said you're welcome to anything at all, but you can't take anything at all because they need it all for themselves. Mark Ritchie says Julian Hall. Hello, Julian. Wave face coffee.
Good idea.
Or was it throw in your face coffee? One of the two. And Junkwork says pretty much Julian. Laughing mainly.
Yeah, Viking influence, certainly. Yeah.
Julian says, hi, Mark. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Ian says, Chris Eubank could have been Hood at the chess boxing. Oh, good, not Hood. That makes a lot more sense.
There you go, John. There you go.
Yeah. The Junkwork says, hands up if you want chess boxing on the next stream. That'd be awesome.
I'm down for it.
Now, wait a minute. Who's going to be the participant?
Ian and Mark.
Yeah. Bishop takes queen. That'll be something to see. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Chess boxing. Queen to left hook. Uppercut to bishop.
Checkmate.
Yeah.
Left cross.
That's one of the funniest things I've seen on the interwebs is Queen Elizabeth talking to the Bishop of Canterbury, I think it was, but they were on different coloured squares in Canterbury Cathedral, I think it was, and they were just, the caption was, Queen takes Bishop. I thought it was so clever.
Yeah,
watching people literally get knocked out of the chess tournament, that'd be fun.
Yeah, I mean, you could take this back to ancient, like medieval times, and you could have the pieces as they're taken off the board, they're beheaded.
Yeah, well,
good luck with that. Then, if you go to
promotion,
promote your point to a headless queen or some shit.
Well, that would be better in the time of Henry VIII. Didn't he have everybody beheaded?
Only the ones he didn't like.
Well, yeah, the ones that deserved it. No.
Anne Boleyn, Anne of 1,000 Days.
No, there's two of them, weren't there?
Only two.
Yeah, two of them.
Only two of his 6 wives.
Oh, is that all? Come on, jeez, that's what 20%. Come on.
Divorced, beheaded, died. Divorced, beheaded, survived.
Nothing really.
Shit like that.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
If anyone's unfamiliar with the horrible histories list of all the monarchs of England, it's just amazing.
That's brilliant, that song.
Absolutely fantastic. Oh, and they've done a new version too to include Charles.
You mean Charles III?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Oh, Charles III. Sausage fingers.
I don't know if people have worked out a new sort of catchphrase to say in defense now, because living the dream serving the king doesn't really have the same ring to it as living the dream serving the queen.
No.
I think there maybe was I don't know, maybe I can't speak for this, but perhaps because there's more of a reverence for Queen Elizabeth than there is for King Charlie.
The Queen wasn't really a globalist though either.
Like, it's just different because none of us
speaking within the UK
life without Queen Elizabeth there. Like, she was a constant, and when she disappeared, everyone's just like, "Oh shit, she's human as well." But I think Charlie, the more I hear him talk, the more I wouldn't say I don't like him. I don't dislike him, but my parents do. They think he's an idiot. My mum certainly does. But the more I hear him talk, the more I think he is I think it's a perfect statement. He's had a statesman. He's had a lifetime of practice,
Yes.
and I think he fits a role extremely well. Because he assumed the
He's more
job at
ears
the
than
time
brain.
when everyone else in life retires. Julian says one of my favourite Terry Pratchett gags is there was a mountain called, in the local language, "Your Finger, You Fool," because an explorer pointed to it and asked what it was. Ah, that's cool.
Yes.
Henry VIII had 6 wives, as Sonic said. Divorced, beheaded, died. Divorced, beheaded, survives. Yeah. There's a musical about that called Six.
Yeah.
My kids saw it in Newcastle a couple of weeks ago. Apparently, it's all sort of dance numbers and stuff. It looks a bit like, Starlight Express without roller skates, but I don't know. I think I made a mistake. So what I need to do is cut out this piece and then shave off all the instruments to put down the photo etch side consoles and stuff. So what I'm finding is I've got that piece here, and then I'm looking at the instructions. It says P35. I'm looking at it, and P35 is here. So I don't know which piece I cut off and started doing as a cockpit tub, but it's probably wrong. Good on you, Kinetic. Where did I get that from? Because I'm looking at the parts map and I can't see where it fitted. Oh, see something.
Well, I'm still on stage 1 of building the engine.
Oh, it's C4. No.
Problem is, there is no part 3.
So I got it wrong already. That goes in the bin. Let's start again. P35.
So you're shaving off your instrument, but you don't know where to stick your part.
I don't understand. You saucy boy.
Matron. Somebody had to say it.
Ooh. You might be in a bit of luck here, everyone. My aunt and cousin are staying with me next week. So if you want to see some chess boxing, let us know.
We're going to have a live performance.
Tim, do we need to talk
about the 30 years of thickheads? Or
I mean, your aunt and cousin that are staying over.
Yeah,
they're my wife and daughter.
Yes.
Do you want to rethink this?
Oh wait, hang on. Does marriage still count over state lines?
Bear in mind, on
So my daughter Erin is next week. She's about to drive up. Bron is driving with Erin and her car back up to Queensland, to Townsville, to restart university.
With the SLR in greens.
With the Townsville. So for the people in the chat who don't know, it's not a funny name really. It's named after a guy called someone Towns. That's
Robert.
correct, Timbo. You used to live there. Robert Towns?
So Robert Towns, which is Robert hilarious. Towns. Yeah. Yeah.
With an ES at the end.
Yeah. Because, Ville obviously means town, so it's Townstown. Which is why it's the most generic name for a town, which is why in Powerpuff Girls it's the city of Townsville.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
The city of Town. Yeah.
Town.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so instead of driving inland, because it's a 3-day drive. It's I think 1,700 kilometers. So instead of the quickest way, which is going inland, if you like, because the Australian coast sort of juts out on the east coast quite a bit. We would drive from where we are almost directly north, and then sort of it doesn't line up in Townsville perfectly, but it's close enough. But they're going to go a longer way so they can drop in at Timbo's house with Kat and spend the night. And I'm sure you'll treat them well, as you do all foreigners from interstate.
Yeah. There'll be ice packs and a steak dinner after chess boxing. Like they'll be fine to continue driving.
That'll be all right. Yeah, very good.
No, jelly
4 minutes left.
Chess boxing. I'll go on chat quick. Yeah, I need to get on chat. Jung Work says, I always felt a bit sorry for King Charles. It was like, oh, do hurry along, mother. I would like to go. Yes.
Yeah.
Jung
sure he
Works,
loved Mummy.
that's where he sticks his probe, Sonic. Jung says, in my own opinion, Charles is a product of his generation and his upbringing, trying to relate to a modern society, sometimes doing well, sometimes not so much. You've also got to remember as well that they live in very much of a bubble as well.
Yes, very much insulated
so
from.
He's got people in sort of institution, no concept of the real world.
I think he does. I think he really does.
It's the same with career politicians.
I did really like the Duke of Edinburgh. He was a riot. He was a character. So the stuff he was
funny. Yeah.
If I unzip that dress, would I get prison?
Dieter said,
take the fucking photo.
Dieter says, in Belgium, our current king was a lot like King Charles. It even became a running gag. I want
to be what?
Oh, he's gone.
John,
it's good to be the king. It's good to be the king.
Why don't you take over?
I want to be king. And then Duke says, John, there's more bits like that. I think the kinetic kit might have some bits for the Sea Harrier. It probably does. Yeah, but I wouldn't, as I said, not only I've built 3-4 kinetic kits before, I'll build another one. Yeah.
I would just lost somebody.
Yeah.
Mike,
he's probably just resetting.
Says, to keep my camera out again.
In the end, King Albert II abdicates due to ill health issues and still lasts, adding to Charles's frustration as his mummy made it quite clear she would pretty much die on the throne, much like Victoria. Well, all monarchs do, really. It's a life sentence, let's face it. So, Julian says, Junkworks. I recall a speech then the Prince Charles did the late Queen's Jubilee. He started off, my lords, ladies, and gentlemen, mummy. Thank you very much.
Was he talking to Tutankhamun?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he's back. Julian says, the bowl is what I meant by his upbringing, Mikey. Yeah, that's true. And Matthew Mick says, have you been to the Australian Tank Museum, John? Follow it on YouTube and determined to visit it next time I make it to Oz. I have not been there. It's in Cairns, which is slightly less south of Townsville, where my wife will be driving next week.
North.
No, I am a subscriber to the Oz Tank Museum on YouTube. Their videos are amazing. The restorations those guys do with metalwork, welding.
Did you, John? Did you see the one where Kurt drove the T-34 and the Panzer IV? It was one of the filler videos they put in over the Christmas holiday.
Oh no, I need to look that up.
You got to look that up, man. I would love that opportunity, and you got to see what it takes to drive a T-34, man. Woohoo! You better get your Mr. Motivator thing going. You're gonna need your shoulder strength, mate.
Yeah. Well, this isn't a Tamiya logo. These are nipple tassels.
Oh Lord.
Oh, I think we just had a whole bunch of people jump off.
Oh dear.
And Mikey is the invisible man.
We actually have. We're down to 12 people.
Yeah, well, he would be after that comment, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Because I think there's two things I inherited from my father, and I think Timbo would agree with
Anyway,
me here.
we're at the
It's the sense of likeness, well, the love of trivia, and his overly large nipples, always on high beam.
Jesus.
Mikey, please take over.
Oh, I think even he's walked out.
No, I've not walked out.
He's
It's
Oh,
just
those are
lagging
big.
like hell.
Hey Tim, how would you like to be the
Okay.
the third veteran?
Oh yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yes, keep that post ready and at the go.
Oh,
Get on with it.
Get on with it.
Have you had enough now, John?
I have. Thank you very much. Hey, let's bring this thing home.
Come on, stupid.
Yeah, waiting on you, Mikey.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. It's because my computer is lagging like hell. Okay, so I've managed to finish stage 1 of building this Harrier engine.
It looks wonderful.
There you go.
Brilliant, man.
Yeah, it's
Amazing.
quite orange.
Plenty of detail in it. If I zoom in.
Oh yeah.
It just,
So good.
Mikey, we
Like that
cannot
splash
see
blue
your
as well.
camera.
Looks really detailed.
You can't see
Your
my
beard needs a little combing, Mike. It looks a
No.
little out of whack, a little disheveled.
I do like that subtle shading
What?
of orange though. That's quite nice.
Got to admire the paint strokes.
Yeah.
The like slight curvature on it. It's nice.
Yeah.
Shades of orange.
Guys, can you lot see my camera?
Well,
No,
you're
we can-
invisible, Mike.
We
You're
cannot, sir.
You're the Claude Rains of your
What the hell is
day.
going on?
So,
Yeah,
that's all
there you
we're
are.
doing,
There you are, Mikey. Look at Tiff's
Yeah.
screen.
What the hell is going on?
Oh, you were straight on that, Tiff.
Look at the bright side, Mikey. You might get more viewers now.
Ah, now you're back.
Whoop.
Now you're back, mate.
No,
Hey.
I don't see his face. It could just be my
Stupid.
StreamYard.
There you go.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
That's the first
That
stage
is
of the
detailed.
engine.
okay.
All right.
That's just
So, yeah.
stage 1.
So they're the two hide pumps.
So
Is that an original
Yeah.
mold kit, Mikey, or is it a classic vintage reboxing?
no, it's an original, I think.
Good,
From the
good.
80s.
I mean, the mold will be sharper. Ideally, anyway.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good, to be fair.
There you go. Yeah.
What other than talk everyone's hind legs off?
We're waiting for you.
God, computer, come on. Yeah.
There he
John,
is.
what have you
there
managed to
he
do
is.
other than talk everyone's ears off?
Huzzah!
No, I'm shutting the fuck up. I'm letting you talk here.
You feeling all right?
What have you built then?
Oh,
What's been
me?
on it?
Oh, okay. I'm changing camera
Yes,
because mine works.
you are John, are you? not?
There we go.
Arsehole.
God. So what I've done is this is the main gear well for the Harrier, and that's the air brake sits behind it. Anyway, so that goes like that on the lower aft fuse. I've shaved off for the second time the instruments for the instrument. Well, yeah, the side consoles for the the cockpit because I've got that. There we go. Because I've got that upgrade set and yeah, they go in. And that's about it, really. I'm just them all over where they go and stuff like that. So yeah, so far so good. That's all I've done. It's just Potter.
Cool. Junkwork says, between gerbils, probes, instruments, and nipple tassels, you guys should be on OnlyFans, not YouTube. Julian says, Roffle Junkworks. Duke, John, it sounds like you're as popular as a jukebox in Siberia.
Surely he speaks the truth.
Julian, oh good, not just me then, Tiff. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard lately. Athol says, hi, Jim.
Hello, Athol.
John, I was looking at how much it costs to get StreamYard for a year on their basic package. And even their basic package is nearly £500 a year.
It's just not worth it.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And they're complaining that people other than businesses don't want to buy their accounts.
But it's the same as
I wonder why.
what's that other one? The photo bucket. Yeah. How they suddenly said like $30 a month from now on. It was free. Now it's $30 a month. Everyone just sort of went, yeah, no.
Yeah. Julian, it's okay, John. If we can't hear you, we all think you've gone deaf. We've gone deaf. Athol, hi, Julian. Been on 2 streams, Mikey's and Spruce, so now my head is sore from listening to 2 conversations. See, John, you're hurting people's heads.
Yeah.
But they love it. Jim says, hi, Athol. And Julian says, ouchie, Athol, are they simultaneous? Yes, they are.
Mm-hmm.
We stream at the same time, unfortunately.
So I've got, may I interject just a moment?
Yeah.
Thank you. I just wanted to put on what progress I made a little while ago before John drew me into the conversation. But this is the Harrier, Harrier P1127, the fuselage I glued together, and I got one of the wings glued together, and it's an old school kit, and it reminds me of the old days, and yeah, it's a 1963 mold. So that's what I've made about progress so far. So back to you. Thank you.
Thank you. And what about you, Tim?
Alrighty. I have been doing. Where is the button?
Let's make Tim big. So,
been painting some more of the wood grain and stuff on that and on the main guy. Just making a start on that. So that's kind of coming along. Did a bit more painting on this thing. Just kind of, whatever. And I'd stuck together a bit more of the Mustang.
Mm-hmm. Is that Airfix Mustang?
He doesn't know.
Good question. Well asked. It is a Tamiya. 148.
Okay.
Yep.
So it came pre-built then. You just have to paint it.
Tamiya.
Just about. Like, it goes together so easy.
He did all that work in about the last 10 minutes whilst Jim was showing his.
Yeah. No. So I've been sticking a little bit of that together, but that's pretty well that, and then I might make everyone sick for a second.
Sean, are you okay?
Oh yeah.
No, my image is frozen. Are you?
Right. Looks like you're poking yourself in the eye.
Yeah. No.
Well, it could be worse. It could look like he's picking his nose.
Yeah,
well,
I can't explain that. I think StreamYard, but
Yeah.
He's sitting there looking back at all his life choices. Oh,
they look very cool, Tim.
Yeah, so that's
wow.
That's the army that I've been painting over the Christmas break. So,
nice.
Woo, it's quite a bit of production.
Yeah, just about done. But yeah, that's me.
Cool. Cheers, buddy. What about you, modders? What have you been doing?
Ah, the Huey.
Yeah, I got the greeny browny colour on, and I've started the outline for the black to get that on there. Other than that, that's all I've done really.
Cool. Looking good. Sonic says, "Is it a Tamiya model?"
Tamiya.
Well
I've
played.
just finished building one of these.
He's made a 1-to-1 scale cigarette. Cool. June says, "Very nice, Tim." Right.
Thanks, Jules.
That's it for today. We will be back tomorrow. In Modders, we'll be back tomorrow, 11 o'clock.
Yes.
Yeah, without Steph, from what I understand.
Yeah. He's having a medical procedure done.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's I got to get done the endoscopy. Yep, that reminds me. I got to call my doctor to set that up.
Yeah, and then we'll be back on Thursday, hopefully, for the Fokker build. And John is still frozen.
No, I can't click refresh or anything. If I click any buttons, I'll just disappear. So I'm just hanging around, just like scratching my head.
Well, if you disappear, is that a bad thing?
No. No, Donald Trump would be thrilled.
Okay, let's get going because it's 11 minutes past now.
Yeah.
Okay. So, goodbye, everyone. See you all later.
Thank you.